Today is Equal Pay Day, and Equal Pay Day symbolizes how far into 2012 women have to work to earn the same salary that men earned in 2011.
Win.
Right? So it gives you an idea of, there's a little bit of a disparity when it comes to how much men get paid versus how much women get paid. To give you exact numbers, and this was reported by the Associated Press, it'll take about 45 years to eradicate this wage gap. In 1967, women earned 58 cents to every man's dollar. In 2010, women earned only 77 cents to every man's dollar.
So you're catching up. What's all the big crying about? 45 more years and you'll be there. So
I knew you couldn't help yourself from telling that joke. Like, you couldn't help it.
Listen, if you made more sandwiches, maybe you could make more money.
Right, maybe bake more cakes, spend more time in the kitchen.
All right, now putting the kidding aside, all of you women out there, just bring it down, 10-2, 10-2, I'm just playing, okay? Now, in reality, of course, we're for equal pay. Now, again, we're not talking about, this isn't communist, this isn't equal pay for the doctor and the receptionist. No, if, the doctor is going to make more money, everybody gets that. No, it's for the same job, right? And all that things like the Lilly Ledbetter Act does, there's one similar in Wisconsin that Governor Walker just repealed, is it gives women an opportunity to say, hey, listen, now I am doing the same job here. It's the same exact job. Let me show it to you, and I'm making less money, so let's address this issue on a case-by-case basis. It's just asking for fairness and justice. And of course, the Republicans are opposed to that. And I just don't see how you, and if you're arguing based on logic, what are you going to say? No, men should make more, I don't care, okay? No, the reality is, it's not even that, I don't even think that that's the Republican position. I think the Republicans oppose all those fair wages, laws, et cetera, because they think they don't want anyone suing the corporations for any reason. And their job is to protect corporations, and then they could pay women less. And look, if they could pay men less, they'd pay them less too.
Yes, that's a great point. I think that's the heart of this issue here, right? Companies want to get away with paying as little as possible to their employees. And if they know that the law protects them from paying women less than men, then they're going to continue to do that, because at the end, they're looking at their bottom line. Of course, I think maybe sexism has a role to play in this as well,
sure.
But profits have a much larger role in this than anything else, in my opinion. And also, another thing is, companies will always make the same argument, right? Well, women are going to take time off because they're going to have a baby and they're not as profitable. Well, what about the women who don't have babies? Like, what's your argument for them? Are you going to pay them more? And also keep in mind, look, this is on average. So there are, of course, isolated incidents throughout the country where women are making more than men in any given company. But when you look at the big picture, women are still making only 77 cents to every man's dollar.
And one more thing. Look, in a lot of instances, things are getting better. So recent graduates of law schools, for example, they have very similar pays. And so
Wrong again, Bob.
I thought they did.
Wrong again. Let me give you the numbers in that.
Oh, okay.
So graphic number 28. When it comes to college-educated women versus college-educated men, women earn 5% less the first year out of college. However, 10 years later, that increases to 12% less.
Now, that's for college overall, but I believe I saw something on law school specifically that they earn very similar rates. But, the other part of this and why there's still this huge disparity is just because of the weight of history. And it's the way things were done, so older women, get screwed more by the system because they were stuck in the lower salaries and they got incremental bumps along the way, but so did men who had the higher salaries, so they never catch up to the men. It's just a rough example of things work. It's kind of like with racism, it's not always nefarious. It's like the guy who had the job as a construction worker or a fireman, whatever, he wants to give it to his son. Now all the firemen and construction workers in the past were white, and so they wanted to give to their sons who also happen to be white. And so you needed affirmative action to break through that chain, right? And so here there's the weight of history on the side of discrimination against women, and it's going to take a while to get through it. And obviously we should try to speed that up as much as we can, but that's obvious to us and not to the other side who thinks, no, slow it down, slow it down.